Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here from Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube, back with another tire lineup video. So this has been one that's pretty requested. So these are the Cooper tires that are the most popular ones that we sell on our website. Now, one thing to note before we go through the entire lineup is every single tire you see here, Cooper calls an all-terrain, even though this one is way more aggressive than this one down here. So we'll start with the least aggressive and work our way up. Before we jump into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can keep bringing you all these videos for free, because we don't charge you anything to watch these. All right, so Cooper Discover AT3. This tire's been out for a while, and it's a pretty decent all-season. You'll see this come in most of the smaller sizes, and nothing like too huge, but they do go all the way up to the 325, so there is still some pretty decent options for sizes. They cover everything in between though, so there are basically 100 different variants of this tire depending on what width you want, how big your wheels are, everything like that. So a neat feature of the Discover AT3 is that it does have a 55,000 mile warranty, which is something that's pretty neat. And then the tread depth on this guy is 16 millimeters. So you see, it does have some pretty decent depth, but nothing too crazy. There is though a lot of siping on this tire, and siping is these small little lines that you see kind of go basically at a 90 and zigzag across the tire this way. And basically what that does is that improves traction in both snow and wet conditions. So in the snow, you actually get snow that sticks in there, which helps accelerate and braking because it's the same material on itself. So that's what the siping does. This tire is the AT3 4S. So you notice it's the same name, but this is the 4S. So it's been basically redesigned, and this is the updated version. I'm gonna guess 4S stands for 4 season, because this is, again, another all-terrain. So you'll notice the styles between the two, very similar tread pattern. The tread blocks are very similar. I think the biggest difference is this tire has even more siping, and from what I can read online, people who are running these tires, everybody says that when it comes to winter driving, these things are pretty sweet. So this tire is brand new. Hopefully by the time you watch this, it's on the website, but it's not right now, so we don't have a ton of data for you because it is so new. But the guys that are out there testing it so far have been falling in love with this new AT3 4S. And for everybody who wants to run a white sidewall, this AT3 4S does have that option. So on one side it's traditional black, and on the opposite side you do the options for white lettering. Moving then to the Zon LTZ. Yes, that is a trim level of the Silverado, but it's also a tire from Cooper. This guy, the biggest size you can get in it is a 305/50R20 or 22, I believe. So they don't have this in the like really big sizes. It's going to be more of an OEM replacement or something that you're putting on a little bit smaller of a wheel and tire setup, maybe your level truck, something like that. Relatively affordable when it comes to what you're getting for the money. So these are right around $1,100 for the 305/50R20. And again, you'll see kind of some of the same things that you've seen on the previous two tires, is that these tires have a lot of siping in them. So Cooper's really focusing on having some traction and having protection in a low traction environment or a wet environment or a snowy environment, so that you don't run into sliding off the road and end up in the ditch. So tread depth on this one is 14 millimeters. So again, not anything that's super aggressive, but there is enough tread there to get you through just about anything that you're going to incur on a daily driving situation. Moving to Discover ST Max. Now, if I looked at this, I would say that this is a hybrid tire, but Cooper calls this an all-season tire. I think something that surprised me when I first looked at this is that this is actually pre-drilled for studs, which you don't see, especially on what we would call a hybrid tire. So the reason why we classify it as a hybrid is you see these huge tread blocks on the outside, and then the center ones are more closer packed together. So the reason why they do this is having this tight tread in the center helps reduce road noise, and it just gives you better stability on road. But then these big chunkier blocks on the outside are going to give you that stability off-road, as well as give you a whole bunch of traction in those low traction environments like mud, sand, gravel, and so on. So this one here, as far as tread depth goes, it's 18 millimeters, so you do get some pretty good tread depth there. It's a little bit deeper than the other ones, something you'd expect from this aggressive of a tire. And as far as sizes go, they have literally just about everything. Anything from a 215 all the way up to a 37 for the ST Max. Now this tire, again, something I would probably call a mud tire, but Cooper calls an all-season. This is the STT Pro. Tread depth on this is 22 millimeters, so there's a ton of tread depth here, something that if you need a mud tire or you want that aggressive mud tire look, this is definitely going to be an option for you. The 35 12.5 comes in right around $1,400, $1,500, so pretty decent deal for a set of 4 of these. Again, there is no warranty on this, just like any mud tire out there, they don't offer warranties on them, just because on the types of driving that you're going to be doing, that doesn't really warrant having a warranty. So again, huge chunky tread blocks on the sides and a little bit closer together in the middle in an effort to help reduce that road noise. But with this kind of tire, you are going to see they're going to be a little bit louder than something that's a traditional all-season that we have further down the line here. One thing interesting about this tire is on these outer tread blocks, they kind of have these grooves into the side of the tread, which is something different that I haven't seen on any other tires before. Some of them will have like little nick marks on the edges of the tire, but this is into the side block of the tire, which is something totally different. Sidewall on the STT Pro is a little bit more aggressive. It's not overly aggressive though, but it still does give you a nice look. Nothing extreme though, for sure. So that should give you a side-by-side comparison of the tires. I know a lot of people when they're shopping for tires don't have the opportunity to look at everything next to each other. So these are the most popular from Cooper. If you have any questions on Cooper tires or any tires, drop them in the comments below or check out our website at customoffsets.com. Peace. My hands are black from tires. It's gross.